Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Trust the leech, boys!
The flower's dying. It needs water. It's locked.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Good evening, sir.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
I'm alright.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I...
Tell me about your injury.
My wife died because of me. And now I'm a...
How could your job be responsible for your...
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Tell me about the doctor.
Strickland and Ackroyd.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Tell me more about
1915. I was in the army.
what happened.
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer.
Tell me...
My wife... Well,
I won't...
Are you sure?
In other Tell me,
I'm just...
I was more...
I'm a cop.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
It's locked, all right.
And lost at the same time. Good evening, Doc.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Since you're not...
No. I believe we must do all...
Do you think you would enjoy...
I don't think so.
Do you really believe...
As I said...
Quite depressed...
Yes.
So
No.
you're a what?
No, Doctor.
Since you're not afraid of dying,
No.
do you think...
I don't...
Please show me.
Of course. Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart.
The Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York once.
Good evening.
So it is true.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about...
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Emin...
You're exhausting yourself, Cork.
No. We must keep on healing all those...
Nurse Brannigan,
She should not have told you that.
you don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of...
What is this?
This hospital is not exactly the best of London.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you...
Some are rich.
Tell me...
No.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a... man, she would be a damn fine
Any...
I don't always agree with Dr. Swan.
Ah, yeah.
Don't get me...
Goodbye, Dr.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps ultimate expression.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice...
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Excuse my forwardness, but... are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
A vampire?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dread.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is...
A lady has to have some secrets.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and
What is it you fear?
fear has long since flown this form.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not.
Are there many?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as...
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like...
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
I bid you farewell. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient. Good evening, miss.
Your name has no meaning to me.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal?
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you...
Well, Dr. Reed.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is...
Please.
I can hear my body crumble.
I see.
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cottard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case...
Delusional, you say? Sad and petty mortal.
I'm assuming you must be...
It's only a cover.
Who are these?
I cannot say for sure.
The staff here are not your...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white.
I see.
Thank you, mortal.
Who are you really?
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
I'm curious.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember.
I'll leave you.
The flower's dying. It needs water. Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scows. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about...
Does my arrival
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between...
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of...
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for profit.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Aykroyd.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his response.
And are you not...
Rivalry?
If you have...
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence...
I know we...
Oh.
There is no need for such animosity between us.
That is one point we could agree on.
Since your tenure in this hospital is...
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his
Carelessness?
We're here to save lives.
I don't intend to run any radical...
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect... I don't question your skills, Dr.
And what exactly?
I served in the war, just like...
Be careful what you insist.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve...
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems...
I refuse...
We can at least agree on some... Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need any medical...
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital.
Our job...
That's easy for you to say, Doctor.
What's...
Pippa's tired.
You do realize you could...
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken? Maybe you're...
Are you really smuggling weapons?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by...
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I've been an ambulance driver since... Yesterday I got attacked by the patient.
You left an infected patient outside the...
Go there yourself if you want, but...
How is...
You want to hear the situation is...
I'd like...
Wise choice, Doc.
Too much energy for so little result.
Evening, Edgar.
Please speak. But I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
And why not? What did Stoker say about the Children of the Night? Well, using my blood, I could create a whole army of vampires.
Surely you're joking.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter. I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear. Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you require...
I will be fine.
Nurse, you won't be able to help...
I'll try, Dr. Reed.
Why?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse.
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge,
Goodbye, Nurse.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
This is no time for self-pity. It is the last thing our patients need.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
It's one of them! He's dead!